Hi everyone, welcome to week 7, and hopefully you had a good time evaluating and looking at some of the tribal curriculum that has been developed for Oregon and thinking about how we might STEMify it. So this week we're going to kind of continue on and we're just progressing, and you're going to get more and more opportunity to do the planning rather than just evaluating lessons. So last week in the read, watch, and listen, you actually had some um, things to look at about real life problems for elementary students. And so that's going to be the basis of our next activity. Um, Also, there was the environmental action program for schools guide. So using that information, you're going to, this week, you're going to complete the IC7 integrated learning assignment. And so in this assignment, you're going to choose, so you can pick an existing lesson that actually aligns with one of the elementary issues that you read about last week. So you need to pick an environmental issue that might be relevant to elementary, or that should be relevant to elementary students. For example, maybe it is about preserving biodiversity in our schoolyards, right? So making sure that we are protecting the species that live in our environment. So you would then find a lesson plan that would go with that, and you're going to modify the lesson. You're going to describe the lesson and then modify it, making sure that it incorporates all of those STEM components. And so you could potentially do a completely new lesson created by yourself without looking at any other lessons. But it's easier, and as I mentioned before, teachers rarely start from scratch. They usually find something that aligns with what they're doing and then they modify it. So taking a look at this lesson, so the first part is you're going to just give a brief overview of the lesson you're planning. Again, this lesson must relate to one of the environmental issues that would be relevant to elementary students. Maybe it is recycling. Maybe it is uh, cleaning up pollution in their schoolyard, something like that. And so Project Learning Tree is a great source. Again, I provided a lot of lessons for you last week. You could use one of those. You can just Google lessons that have to do with your topic, and you'll find those online. You don't have to go to Teachers Pay Teachers. There's plenty of free resources that are available. So once you have either picked a lesson or you've decided what you're going to do for your lesson, you're going to describe it here, giving a brief overview. And then the second part is you're going to describe where in the lesson all of these things would be included. So make sure that you're addressing these things. Okay. So that is your assignment. You're going to turn in this template on Canvas, and your assignment is due on May 22nd. So I've also added the to-do list, which you can't see yet, but it will be visible to you, that has these steps. So again, this is the assignment. These are the steps. Here's a link to the template that is in Google Drive. It's also linked on Canvas, and again, due on May 22nd. So hope you have fun with thinking about beginning to create your own lessons for your students, and how in elementary school these might apply. I look forward to seeing what you come up with. Have a good week.